Thank you very much. I know I submitted some questions earlier. I want to thank Mr. Brangberg for responding to those. I just want to request that we get those in writing as well, because it was done during closed session. I think they're all applicable to be discussed in open session unless you think otherwise.
Dan Bamberg, Assistant City Attorney. I will get those in writing to you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. The one issue that remains for me as I look through the backup in this item is that we do not have a contract yet, at least not part of the backup. Is there a contract that's been drafted for this?
There's not a contract that's been signed. There is a contract that has been drafted. And it will be submitted along with a 1544 in the immediate future.
So we will be taking action one more time to approve the contract.
No, that's going to go to the city mayor.
Okay, so we will not be actually approving a contract.
That's correct.
Okay, thank you. And the amount is not to exceed $150,000?
That's correct.
Okay. And just to clarify, one question that was in my written statement, or my written memo, was that outside counsel has already been engaged. They've begun some work, but is it true that we don't know how much work they've done to this point?
Well, we know what they've done, but we don't know what their the costs are. We haven't received an invoice yet.
Okay. And as part of the work that they've done, they've looked at emails from the personal account of Mr. Goldsmith?
Yes, they have.
And those emails that they've looked at are what has been so far, what has been shared, has anything been shared with you, with the City Attorney's Office, with us as the city?
I'm not sure I understand your question, but Mr. Alvarez, what we plan to do, or what we have been doing in the litigation, is a privilege. We'd rather not talk about it here in this open session.
Well, we are approving a contract, and I'm trying to decide whether or not the contract, well, we're not approving a contract, actually. We don't have a contract in front of us, which is the first problem. But we're trying to approve a defense for the release of private emails from a public official. And as my understanding, we're trying to defend against the release of emails from that public official's private email account.
Well, the issue is whether or not they're public records.
Right.
And to the extent that public records are being produced, that's what we're doing. We're not producing private emails.
Right, but business being done on a private email account from a public official are public records.
That can happen, and that has happened, yes.
What do you mean by that?
What happened here, and Mr. Goldsmith's been very clear about this, is that he will have constituents that will email him something at his home. He will then, his practice and custom and practice, and is proven to be accurate, will send that email to his city account. Mm-hmm. So it becomes, it's stored in the city's records.
Right, I understand that, and I think probably a lot of us face a similar situation, and we do that practice. But have we reviewed the